candidate, but he's totally forgotten about, you know, ethics. You know, it's morally wrong. It's selfish, and it's very selfish. That's what I think. You know. Yeah.
All right, the gentleman here. How are you doing, brother? What do you think with what the other gentleman has said? What is your opinion?
Brother Fresh, thank you so much. First of all, I'm a Christian, and I was born in a Christian family, but my mom is a Muslim, practicing Muslim. Sir, when we were growing up, and they teach us in church, they let us see that politics are meant for devilish people. That is the creation they put in our head, that you cannot be in politics and make things work. That those politicians are evil. And that is why you see lesser Christians being politicians. So, who is to blame here, sir? Should we blame our forefathers or the Christendom? Now, we've had Christian in many states. What has it transformed that state or Nigeria to? There have been statistics put out by people over there. Politics is a game of number. Religion is different from politics. There are two different things. If a politician has put all his cards on the bed and says, this is what I want to do, and this is what can make me win an election, ladies and gentlemen, that is his own permutation. Now you are looking at what is on ground. How do I win an election? This man is a politician. And again, sir, with what history have told us, I did not make it. All those years, people were having leadership. They even went to defer to go on period when we have military. And they came down memory lane. It's there on the internet. Christian has had better chances than even the Muslims we are talking about. When you talk of governors, deputy governors, who has religion helped? Today, we are shouting today, especially in the Christendom. Look at what they've turned Christianity to. Now it's about politics. You are now putting it on the head. It's hypocrisy of the highest order. To me.
I think I hear your point, sir. I really hear your point. But you know that some of the issues that Nigeria have been facing, is religion. You know, some of the major issues Nigeria is facing is religion. Sometimes we hear of them killing Christians in Jos. Sometimes we hear of them killing Christians in the north. Do you understand? It is part of religion. So these are the issues that Nigeria is facing. We need to be real and be honest with ourselves as Nigerians. We can't keep saying, oh, this, that. No, we have to be real. Religion is a big factor. Do you understand? It is a big factor. And because it is a big factor, we cannot have two Muslims. Do you understand? At a time like this, when there is Boko Haram, there is Fulani herdsmen creeping into the southwest, creeping into the east. At a time like this, it is a very dangerous move. Do you understand? It's very, if you're talking about politics, it is a very, very dangerous move. Do you understand? Like, left from me, I would say, are you saying that in the whole north, there is no Christian from the north that Tinubu could not pick? Do you understand? In the whole north, there is no Christian who's a northerner that Tinubu could not pick. Come on now, bro.
Okay.
He's playing politics.
Let me now ask you a question.
We understand it. he's playing politics. We understand that, but it is wrong. Do you understand?
Okay, my dear brother.
Right now, Nigerians will decide. Regardless of who he picks, Nigerians will decide.
Okay, my brother, Boko Haram, when they kidnapped the Chibok girls, who was the president of this country?
Who was the president of this country? The moment
of Nigeria.
Now, if you
just
want to
answer
go
my
into
question.
that, if you want to go into that,
no,
listen to the vice
that.
president. Listen to the vice presidential candidate from the Labour Party. He mentioned something a few days ago. When Jonathan Goodluck became president, yeah, we already knew about Boko Haram, but when did they become extremely active? It was the moment Jonathan Goodluck became in power. That was the first time we started hearing bombings in the capital of Nigeria.
Okay.
That was when we started hearing of bombings in the capital. Do you understand? That was when. So you see that it is also religion. They use religion to fight politics. Do you understand? So for you to say that it's not, for you to start saying that it's not an issue is wrong, my bro. My point
Who
is
is
that
now the president of Nigeria and Kuje was being bombed and people were being released? Who is currently the president of Nigeria?
You cannot
now?
compare.
Is he a
bro,
Muslim or a Christian?
You cannot compare the amount of tragedy, yeah, in the time of Jonathan, yeah, than now. The time of Jonathan was worse, was way worse. Do you understand? Now it has gone.
Sir, you don't have the statistics. I don't believe that. What you just said,
there were
you goofed.
bombings in Banex in Abuja. There were bombings in Banex.
You just goofed. There's no fact in what you've just said, sir. That
read the news.
there was
Google.
more violence. Are you getting my point? During Jonathan,
yes, what I mean is terrorism.
See, my brother
was more active. There were more active terrorists in Nigeria at the time Jonathan Goodluck was president. Terrorism.
We've been having the floor. Maybe we should give my brother a chance to say something.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Simply Vic, what is your take?
Yeah, good evening, Daddy Chris. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation, and I think we're going about this the wrong way, if I dare say. I'm going to say the wrong way because I'm sure all of us here being Nigerian, we understand that religion is a very powerful tool, whether we like it or not. We can all agree on that, whether he's using it for politics or every other means of life. So we know it's powerful. So that is a fact. I can understand why Tinubu decided to go with a Northerner, one, and a Muslim, two. I can relate to that because he understands the politics of Nigeria. He understands that he needs the Northern votes. He understands that he needs someone that is powerful, quote and unquote, from that region that can help his cause. That is a smart politician. If Tinubu had gone for a Northerner that is also a Christian, the same people are going to come for him, that they are being marginalized. Because whether you like it or not, people will still come back to this same religion, forgetting that this is politics. Secondly, I'm going to look at it too from another aspect. If Tinubu had decided to go with a woman, for example, you and I will still come for him and say, why a woman? What is a woman going to do? Are the women going to vote for a fellow woman being there? Is Tinubu's ticket going to be stronger by having a woman as his number two? So these are questions that nobody can answer because there is no one person you're going to choose today that will please everyone. Whether Tinubu, it could have been Atiku that chose somebody else. People will still come for him. It could have been Obi. Obi is Igbo. If Obi chooses a Northerner, would you say it's not a smart move? If Obi chooses a Northerner that is also a Muslim, would you say it's not a whether we like it or not, the Northerners are very powerful when it comes to politics. They have been there. There is no strategic role today, whether in the military, whether in the Navy, that the Muslims don't play a major role. Is it that they are the one in charge or heading it? These things are very important. The military, the army. You have to play this game in such a way that you would win at the end of the day. Forget sentiments now. Yeah, you can call it hypocrisy, you can call it this. The man wants to win.
That's it.
The man wants to win. Okay, Asiwaju, our VP, isn't I a Christian? Isn't I a Yoruba man? At the end of the day, what has he done? Or what can you point to that he has done? Because I don't know, except you want to tell me. People say because he's the VP, he has no say. Really? VP has no say? But he's a Christian. Has anybody thrown him under the bus? Not yet.
Yes.
No, maybe when he leaves power, people can talk freely, but now they cannot talk. If you get what I mean. So that's the thing. So one passion about that freeze, what's that way?
Passion on
as the thing is affecting A, it's going to affect B. All I know is that Tinubu wants to win. And the only way he can win as a seasoned politician is to not listen to the shouts here and there, is to go for someone that can effect, that will give him that mandate that he needs. And don't forget, the northern states are a lot of states.
19.
19. You have a lot of emirs to appease. Because don't forget, this thing goes down all the way to the grassroots. Tinubu wants to win. And I get it. I'm not even going to fault him for it. I would never fault him for it.
That is free, sir.
Yes, boss.
I think now the Christians should open their eyes and open their mind and their consciousness to partake more. You know, before, people like Bakari coming into politics and some few others, pastor coming into politics. You know, before, if I'm wrong, please say I am wrong. Will go against them. Will talk against them. Bring them down. What are you doing in politics? Now, you are now crying the bereaved. What you have planted in us is what is happening today. If look at the Christendom, by the time there was another analysis and said even Asiwaju, he was a pastor and a high ranking in Redeem, many Christendom did not vote for him. He lost in Plateau, where we have plenty of Christians. Now telling me somebody who is a strategist, who has never lost a battle before, who has never lost an election before, who came on board to unseat a government at the federal level, who has been a single one governor opposition leader, and he gained back all those things they took away from him. So are you saying he doesn't know what he's doing? When people say Emi Lokon, sir, if you have worked, labored, you will know what belongs to you. You know where you belong to. He said it himself. It's not me that is talking now.
Presidency belongs to Tinubu.
I'm not saying presidency belongs to Tinubu. No. What I am saying is he has worked. He has put people in strategic places. He has created that soft landing for himself. My dear brother, Daddy Freeze, if you go and open poster now and say you want to be president of Nigeria, in your church, people out of 500 over here, hardly you will see 200 vote for you.
You know, top 10.
Are you getting me? Because of what? They will say that the Freeze is just joking, that it's not going anywhere. But if you have started like 12 years ago, 15 years ago, people will take you serious, sir. People will take you serious.
Lady who's going to say something now, but if you're watching me on Facebook, remember to buy stars, send stars. Just right under the video, you could see how to send. Please do send your stars and support my channel. Hello, lady. How are you doing?
Hi, Dr. Freeze. Thank you for actually letting me participate in this. I have a meeting in 15 minutes, so I'm just going to be brief. I think the major problem, I listened to your segment, the previous segment you had before you started this, and you actually said it aptly. Like, the problem we have in Nigeria is religion. That's our number one problem. And if we keep actually complaining and we are not willing to actually change the trajectory, the way we do things, we're going to remain stagnant. We will never progress. Everything we want to decide should be based on performance and efficiency. It shouldn't be based on religion. We carry religion too much for head. I've been in the United States for over 20 years now, and I vote, and I've never seen them even say, okay, because even the Republican Party that is all Christian and Christian, people don't base their decision when it comes to what affects their pocket, their hand goal, their finances and everything. They don't base it on a church or whatever. It's more of how does this translate to food on my table? How do I pay for my bills and all this thing? That is the number one thing you need to think about. If you're complaining, Nigerians, because we like to complain, but when it comes to actually taking the actual step, the main thing to do to actually effect change, we always find excuses to say, it's this religion or this. I'm actually glad, I'm happy for once that they are actually going out to get their PVC. Because I'm saying this personally, even in my home family forum, my cousins, when I tell them, my husband and I, when we're like, you guys, the only way you can effect change in Nigeria is to vote, and they will be like, who vote help? These are young people. I'm not talking about old folks now. These are young people. So if we go back to Tinubu now, talking about Tinubu and Shetima, these two individuals are leaders, strategic leaders, high-performing leaders in their own right, regardless of their religion, regardless if they are Muslims or they are Christians or whatever. Tinubu's wife is a pastor. That's what we've been told. She's a pastor. I don't think you can say Tinubu is a fundamentalist or an extremist or anything, because if he's so like that, I don't think he will be married to a pastor for goodness sake. So talking about Tinubu and Shetima and they are Muslims, we know that these two people are moderate Muslims that have been friendly to the Christian community. So yes, I'm not trying to ignore our sentiment and our fear of because of Boko Haram and terrorism going around or something like that. Yes, that is going around. But then we can't say we are Christians and we are concerned about our life. Are you only concerned about Christian lives? Because people have been dying in northern Nigeria that are Muslims. Boko Haram was killing them, and I don't see anybody getting online or protesting and saying, my brothers and sisters that are Muslims in the northern part of Nigeria are being killed every single day. Nobody said that. I said the same thing to my own mother here. I said, first, yes, I'm a Yoruba person, but I am number one in Nigerian, and I will always advocate for Nigeria. Everything I've done in my life, even that I am still doing now, has always been about Nigeria. People that know me, even that are not Nigerians, that are Americans, that are white people, they know I'm always number one Nigeria. But the thing is, we cannot pick and choose when it pleases us to say we are fighting the cause of Nigeria. You either fight the cause of Nigeria, or you fight the cause of being a Christian, or you fight the cause of being an Igbo man or a Yoruba man. There's only one Nigeria. So if you are going to say, do you want to just say, oh, Christian, or you want to just say, you know what are you going to do to me? What is Tinubu and Shetima's ticket? What am I going to achieve from it? Will I be able to say, I want to come back to Nigeria today and relocate to Nigeria today and come actually contribute to the this Nigeria? Because that's what I want to do. But I want to have a home that is safe to come back to. And that is the ticket I want. I don't care if it's Peter Obi that will give me that ticket. I don't care if it's Atiku or Tinubu. I just need somebody that is efficient, that is actually they can perform, they have integrity, they are innovative. What we need now is innovation. We shouldn't be talking about religion. By 2030, Sub-Saharan Africa, the world population is going to grow by 9 billion. Majority of that is going to come from Sub-Saharan Africa. Nigeria growth is 2.3% growth every year. I'm a pragmatist. I'm not an idealist. In Nigeria, we are so idealistic. Yes, in an ideal society, we should have this, we should have this, we should have this. But you have to be pragmatic. How can you achieve this? This is the only way Tinubu believes he can achieve it, as assembling the team. Ideally, he wanted Zulum. But when Zulum doesn't want it and says, see, I don't want this. I want to continue what I'm doing. I'm a Christian, but I believe in this guy, Shetima, my former boss and friend. Give it to him. He can do it. So I think we should respect that. We shouldn't base everything on just religion. Religion, who has Muslim Christian, how has it actually helped us in any way? How has that actually made it better for us? And you were right when you talked about the Boko Haram situation. Boko Haram situation has been there since the time of Obasanjo. In fact, United States has been warning us about Boko Haram way longer than people started following things. The problem is that because of Buhari now, election is coming, everybody is following this thing. And the unfortunate incident is that people are not even reading reputable news or articles and all that. People are reading, looking at snippets from Twitter, from some blogs and stuff like that. Nobody's actually educating themselves. The knowledge is out there. You just have to seek it. You have to look for it and educate yourself and educate your mind. I'm not trying to insult anybody, and I'm not trying to sweep everything like the people's fear under the carpet, because seriously, my mom is downstairs. She's listening to a Yoruba Nation downstairs. I'm very educated. So I understand the fear that they all have, like, oh, they are coming to take our land. But that's just a sentimental thing that we need to be more realistic and just support whoever is going to give us what we need. It's not about religion. It's about your capacity for leadership, your what you can offer me. How strategic are you to get this? So, I mean, that's my take on this. Thank you.
To just have to what the lady. Sorry, boss. Can I just drop a point or two? So I just had to the point the lady made.
Before you say anything, I promised I was not going to insult anybody's father. But
no, they deserve to be insulted. Some people are just mad on this life, honestly.
Said, Daddy Freeze don't collect money. Did you randomly select all these people? Madam, I've never met you before.
I have never actually even joined or anything your network before. In fact, my husband is just texting me like, are you actually on Instagram? Yeah, so because I'm not even a social media person like that. So
this guy now, it will look like I'm wicked. So what I will
Daddy Freeze, you know what you can do? Take me out and bring that idiot up. There's a guy that's been typing nonsense. These are the kind of people that deserve to be cursed, honestly.
Who is the guy that's talking nonsense?
Oh, Mumu, his name is ugly. As in, I don't get it. As in, very stupid sentence, just writing nonsense.
It's okay. You know, the thing is this: when people don't have facts behind them, they try to prey on people's emotion. That's a Trump thing. That's Trumpian. That is the truth. It's the reality. When you don't have data or any fact to support yourself, you think the only way you can achieve it is by bringing other people down or insulting people. So it's not worth responding to.
I don't get it. I think everybody on this line, I think everybody is hungry or what.
Yeah,
I think people are begging for money.
Attention. Let's also popularize it. That is free.
Anyway, sister, to just add to what you said. Oh, brother, okay, continue. Sorry.
There's one thing that struck me that's been making me think for the past 2 months. Ask me that thing. When Tinubu was in the process of screening, when Tinubu started giving them the analysis, look at Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Do you know we don't have a submarine?
Submarine. Bro, you're taking it too far. How many refineries do you have? You're talking about submarine.
Tinubu was now telling them that we don't need a submarine for fighting. All the gases we are burning, we can use submarine. It won't go on the sea, under the sea, to sell our gas. to Europe,
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
have issues now. And we are going to make rich money, huge amount of investment. My dear brother, I now look at it as the giant of Africa. We don't even have a submarine.
Giant of Africa, when, how?
So when I look at that, now we are talking about electricity. The problem we are having about electricity today, if you have a good government that is insisting that each houses that is going to be built, you are now building pipes to carry gases into those places. We need to start something. We need to start.
Yeah, and to actually to add to your point, so I was over this past week. I actually had to do a presentation on fintech on Nigeria, and you can imagine to have to compare Nigeria to Colombia. The only thing that really helped Nigeria was actually our numbers, our population. Nothing else that we had going
That's it.
for us.
That's it.
Considering that Colombia is just a quarter of Nigeria's population, but their GDP per capita is $6,000. Nigeria's
Yes,
GDP per
$6,000.
capita is just
$2,500.
$2,300.
Yeah,
So,
less than 2,500.
so there are so many things that we could do. And one of the things I
But we're
found out
not
when they're
doing it.
talking about even ordinary agriculture, I was telling my sister-in-law yesterday, I said, when I read the analysis of the debate for Osun State governorship, and that they were all saying, oh, they will create jobs through agriculture. And I said, I actually think Nigerian politicians are not selling agriculture the right way. Job creation is just a byproduct of it. The main reason why people need to go into agriculture is the cost of living in Nigeria, because that brings it down. It's tied to our inflation. Because we harvest our product and send it overseas, it gets processed there, come back, and then it's expensive. So any issue with our dollar rates, exchange rate, or anything affecting inflation is going to affect your end game. It's going to affect
And bring it down.
the price you pay for food, because Nigeria is a nation of consumers, not nation of producers. We don't produce anything. So when they are trying to sell this agriculture thing, you need to let them know that is why we need to do it. We need more competition in the market for this. We need people that can actually give us value chain. The value chain for agriculture needs to come there. So we need to sell it as that. Of course, we have job creation with it too, but the main reason is it reduces it. Nigeria, I'm sure a lot of people on this forum living in Nigeria can agree to it. When the rest of the world is spending average of 5 to 6% of their income on food, Nigeria is spending 60% of their income on food. That is ridiculous. Those are the
And
things, those
everything
are the
is
data
imported.
that needs to be there.
Everything.
Exactly. So I have to join my meeting. I will probably come back if this is still on, but a lot of things that we need to think about, and we need to stop being emotional. We need to start thinking, looking at figures and looking at what can we do now to affect change tomorrow, in 5 years, in 10 years, because otherwise it's going to keep getting really bad and bad and bad. And talking about EDAs coming down to Southwest, it's going to get to Southwest and Southeast and South, because the Sahel is dry. There's desertification. And if we don't fix that, and nobody better come for me. Me, I have my distance. I've been a political person.
It's only in Nigeria that we are more concerned about quota system, religious affiliations, tribal ethnicity than integrity, brilliance, innovation, creativity. Like all those ones is like alien to us. When you talk about creativity, people look at you like, what are you talking about? But just mention religion, everybody, their eyes will pop and they are ready to fight. Just mention my brother is from the north, and that's the only thing you need to know to get a job. As in, it's so sad. Like people don't merit now is like a demerit. I don't get it.
Yeah. So I hope that is why I think we need this Tinubu. For me, I'm speaking for myself now. that Tinubu can do that for us. He has the antecedent, he has the track record that he can build things, he can lay foundation for things. And that is why I support him, not because I have something against anybody else, even though I have at least one thing against Obi, but that doesn't mean that I have something against him as an individual, as a leader in his own right. But I think that Tinubu has done something that you can't even compare track record. That's the truth.
Sister, I was in Nigeria when Tinubu was governor of Lagos State. I was in
yes, me
Nigeria.
too.
I lived in Lagos, and I
Yes.
saw all the things he did. The ambulances he created, things that were on the expressway, the
God
LASMA,
bless
those
you.
created jobs, the LUS, the LASUS, the equipment they put there, the Jiggy Bola for eyes, free checkup for
Ice
people,
cream.
eye
Yes.
screening where people go to the hospital, and they stopped going blind. Glaucoma stopped getting people blind. Cataracts that was so
Lagos.
easy to, it was free. People were getting medication. It was just not that. The Lassa bus, BRT that he started is still being used today. That's free. It was like very cheap means of transportation. A lot of things Tinubu did, whether we like it or not. Tinubu did a lot for the health services, a lot, and I could see it. I benefited from it. So the problem I just don't get is, I don't know much about Peter Obi. I'm going to be very honest. I've spoken to a lot of people that are from Anambra State. Some of them can't even articulate what he has done in Anambra State. Let's be honest. Yeah, they can't tell me that, okay, he's done this, he's done this. The only thing I hear constantly, I'm not throwing him under the bus, but I'm just being honest what I've heard. The only thing I've heard constantly about Peter Obi is he saved money. Okay, yeah, he saved money. What else? That's the only thing I hear every time. He saved money. He saved money. Okay, what are the things he did in Anambra State that he can translate federally? Tinubu, I can name 15 different things that he has done. Tinubu is not a saint, oh, don't get me wrong. Jagaban is not a saint. If anybody says he's a saint here, you are a liar. But will he do his job? I'm more particular about the person that will do their work. If people vote you into a particular office, do your job, period. That's what I'm more particular about.
Well,
and that's it.
See, to me, whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, you are my fellow Nigerians. Because in my family, I have Christian, I have Muslim. My father is a Christian, my mother is a Muslim. Practicing Muslim. He prays, he does everything.
Hello.
Hey, hi, my sister.
While
Now, what we are looking for is somebody who is tribalized. We are looking for somebody who can unite us because we are so much divided. America today is so divided. And these are part of what Joe Biden said. I'm going to bring the country together. And he's doing all his best to bring them together. Today, the cracks, you hardly see it now. Because this man is trying to negotiate with everybody. So what I want, and I am saying, is give Tinubu his first 4 years. There is another time for coming up for second term. We will place the card out. Has he performed? If he has not performed, somebody like me, I will also come out and say, I'm not supporting him.
Absolutely.
But somebody who has not done, you have not given him the chance to even prove him wrong. And you are crucifying him. And we can see everything, all his footprints everywhere, both local and national. My dear brother, politics is a game of number. If you are a politician, you rather be a politician. If you are a pastor, you rather be a pastor. If you are a ritualist, you also be a ritualist. We will know you that you are a ritualist. So, all these things everybody is saying, everybody wants to win an election. And I'm going to I have been praying for Shetima for the past 6 months that I hope he picks Shetima. Because when I look at Shetima's track record, what he did in his state is there. And now, for all of us, let us learn one thing. There's something they call loyalty in life. Oh. There's something they call loyalty in life. Oh. Zulu would continue to be relevant in the North with what he has done. Handing over a vice president ticket to you on a platter of gold and saying, no, my leader is capable. Give it to my leader. And he went ahead and supported the leader. That is loyalty. I ask people, you are shouting Obi. Who did he hand over to? Who has he made? All his commissioners, where are they? Somebody should come and tell me 5 or 10 of his commissioners when he was governor 8 years, and let us see where they are today. Let us put the scorecard straight. It's not just me serving under you. It's me as your leader to propel you above me. It's for me to help you to move forward in life. Not just saying somebody is wearing one wristwatch for 17 years. That means that I've not ever been a governor or anything. I have more than 15, 20 wristwatches. This wristwatch, the battery, they die. The strap, no spoil. All these things, I had no shoes. I had no shoes. Mister, I had no shoes now. Have plenty shoes.
To talk. Let's allow our sister to talk, please. She's been waiting.
Lapis, we're listening to you.
Hello, Lapis. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. Egbon, good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Good evening, my darling.
Well done. No. Well, I'm trying hard. I've tried so much I've been a silent listener, since this whole thing came up. I hear my brother here say, oh, who has Obi made? Mind you, I'm not here talking for Obi, for whoever person, right? But are we saying that if an Obi, it's just like these are some of the problems we're dealing with in the country today, where we'll come up and then we'll start to ask questions about, who has this person made? What has he been able to do? So if he's not been in a situation or, to have made anybody, then, and he's capable or he has the abilities to, because I know 1, 2, 3 countries where their presidents are young and their presidents are doing well, and we did need to start talking about who they have made, who they didn't make. No, so I beg to differ on that particular statement you made. However, I have only one thing I'd like to ask, right? There's a question amongst all these I ask, and the question is, then they can, I'm sorry, I'm going to go pidgin now. Then they can swear for Nigeria so our president go sick. I look at Tinubu. I live in Lagos, right? I'm proudly Igbo. But I'm born and bred in Lagos, so I'm a Lagosian, right? I schooled here, primary, secondary, university. My everything is Lagos.
Same here. We are Lagosian.
And I live in Lagos presently. I don't know where you guys are, right? I live in Lagos. Now, but my issue basically with this whole thing, this Tinubu thing is, Tinubu is not healthy. I don't wish him dead, right? Must we have a president or someone who is not 100% healthy or medically fit as the president in this country? What will go on with Nigeria? What will happen to us in this country if we come up today and have a president who would stamp them without shaking hands, without... Tinubu does not need Nigerians' money. I hope we know that. Tinubu is a rich man. If with all his riches, this guy takes good care of himself, He flies himself to anywhere he wants to get the best medical attention he wants. He does all these things for himself. So for me, Tinubu wanting to run for office is not because he wants our money. It's not because he wants some contracts. I think it's basically just to add that title to his name. Tinubu, since you're talking about, pardon me, please let me finish. Since you're talking about Tinubu coming up, right? What is wrong with Tinubu? Of all the people Tinubu has groomed, if he has been grooming people well, since he's just about his 100% whatever, why can't he bring out somebody, being the godfather, sit down and say, go, let this person be there. This person will be able to do it.
He has been doing that for 25 years. He has been doing
Auntie,
that for 25 years.
I would like to disagree with you on the health issue.
Okay, well.
He has been doing that for the past 25 years.
I agree with you. Tinubu, you're talking about, give us Buhari. He's not the one.
He did not give Buhari.
Auntie, do you have anything? Do you have?
If he did not give Nigeria Buhari, he has a hand, at least over 50% hand, in giving Nigeria Buhari.
Sister, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
That put you, I don't know why you guys are, but the same person that gave you a sadist.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
That gave you that person, a sick person, is the same person who is coming now you're talking about.
But that sick person
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, sister.
That sick person paid your WAEC fees in Lagos.
You did not pay my WAEC fees, please.
Which year did you finish secondary school, sir?
What do you mean by excuse me, he didn't pay my WAEC fees. My parents paid my WAEC fees.
When did you write WAEC?
And mind you, whether he paid my WAEC fees or not.
Wait, no, just answer that question. Answer that question.
Excuse me, sir. The life I am living today is not a good one in this country. So if he paid my WAEC fees, he has failed in whatever it is he has done. Because I'm a hard-working Nigerian. I work, I do business, and it's frustrating. I am frustrated. So whatever it is, whether he paid my university fee, whether he paid my WAEC fee, he has failed.
Have you ever gotten bursary in Lagos State? I'm just asking questions.
Auntie, can I say something, please? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Must we have a president who cannot stand firm and firm?
Let me answer you. Let me answer you. Let me answer that. Let me answer that, please. Let me answer that. Do you know that if you know, I don't know if you know much about American politics, do you know that some American presidents are on wheelchair? Do you know that?
Go ahead, please.
I'll just give you an example, like permanently on a wheelchair. Disability, that's even governor of Texas. Is it Texas? Yes.
Yes, Texas.
See, disability, see, he's only in Nigeria right now. Let me finish.
Please.
Let me make a point. Let me finish my point. Then you can continue.
What's your name again?
Simply Vic.
Yeah, Simply Vic. Do me a favor. I'd like you to understand that disability is different. It's a total different thing. Tinubu is not a disabled man. Please. He's not a disabled man. So whatever we're saying, let us try and differentiate both. That one is disabled does not mean we have, of course, if you're disabled, it doesn't restrict you. It doesn't stop you from becoming whoever you want to become. Tinubu is sick.
Okay. My dear sister, do you have any medical report
my brother,
on that? No. Before you make assertion, before you make any assertion, before you make assertion, you have to have proofs.
Tinubu is dealing with old age sickness, as we're talking about.
Okay.
Some people deal with these things when they get to that age. So it's not only Tinubu, right? Okay. And nobody is cursing him out for it or using whatever against him. No, so it could be it could be my own father tomorrow. It could be any other person's father or mother or brother or sister or even the person themselves. So let's not get Tinubu that could not hold his flag.
That is the Photoshop, my dear brother, my dear sister. Did you see Tinubu today at the campaign team in Osun State?
Photoshop.
Did you see him?
Photoshop, you say?
Yes, all these things you are doing, all these things they are saying. Did you see Tinubu today campaigning in Osun today? Did you see him campaigning in Ekiti?
My brother,
did you see him walking out and embracing? Maybe I should follow you and send you videos.
I am going to
See,
use
we know
one
all
of
these
the
things.
phrase.
We know
I am
all
going
these
to use
dysfunctional
one of the
elements.
phrase
All
that
right, hold on.
religion has taught us to use in this
On
country.
here.
My brother,
I
well,
want to say a few things. We've got a gentleman here. Please go
All right.
ahead.
Thank you.
Hold.
Good evening to everyone.
good
Good
evening.
evening.
All right. So that's I want to congratulate my sister. You spoke well. I can feel you. I can feel you. And then to my other brother here also, you also spoke well. And so, but let me go back to the beginning of the question. What do I think about Muslim ticket? You guys have been talking about their competency, their health, and other issues. Look, in fact, every candidate will tell you what he has done. Good. Do you understand? Every candidate will tell you. They can bring those facts. But then, what do I think in Asiwaju bringing out a Muslim ticket? Now, I want you also to look at, this is a factor, right? Muslim. The other factors, let's say race. Do you understand? Race, black and white. Look at those factors, right? Okay, well, let's say gender. Do you get? So if you are saying Asiwaju picking a Muslim ticket is not an issue, and religion is an issue in Nigeria, we shouldn't reason on that factor. Okay, so we should not also reason on factors like picking a woman. Do you understand? We should not care about that. Do you understand? We should not care about race. When the whites keep picking American race, they should stop. They should just keep picking white, black. Do you understand? But why did they bring that factor? Because you can't tell me that I am married to a woman and then I will not give my wife at least a say. Do you understand? That's wrong. I understand Asiwaju. You know what? I follow him for years. You understand? I've heard what he has done. You get, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Asiwaju. Do you understand? But I will not vote for him because.
Oh, his network is rolling. You shouldn't roll this time. Okay. Come back.
Network is back.
With me?
Yes, we are with you. Continue, sir.
Hello, are you all with me?
Yes, we are with you.
Yes, we're with you. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
so it's raining here in Abuja, so the network is quite okay. So what I'm saying is I don't agree with what Asiwaju did, but I know the political gameplay. It's a big factor to his favor. Do you understand? Now let me give you also another point. Let's not talk about religion here, right? How about let's look at ethnicity? From day one, when democracy started, right? All the call has been wa. When wa say wa, we go. When zo say zo, we go. When Bia say Bia, nobody has heard Bia. Why can't we give Bia a voice, a listening ear?
The Bia you want to give a listening here.
Yes.
The wa and zo are afraid of the Bia because the Bia, most of them are tending to break Nigeria.
Now you see now. This is exactly the problem we have in this country.
My dear sister,
you are one of the problems we have in this country. The same
let me make my point. Now, I'm not a problem. I'm not on the ticket now. Is Sheyi on the ticket?
To Islamize this country. It's the same. You're feeling now. To say
they don't take that the free light.
You are telling us now. You're telling us now that somebody is standing towards breaking this country. It's the same way we are feeling now that they are trying to Islamize this country.
Have you seen anybody Islamize Nigeria? My dear brother, I'm telling you the assertion. If I'm lying, say I am lying.
You are lying, my brother.
See,
you are lying.
Listen, wait now.
Can I
you are lying. There are so many people from the east who do not even.
My sister, just calm down, please. Calm down. Let him say his point. Yeah?
My brother.
Yes, sir.
With what you have said, that's why I went that route to tell you what has always been. I told somebody, even on life of that freeze over, I said, the Southeast are not ready for leadership.
Really?
Do you know why I said so?
Go on.
Today, I said if all of them have supported Wike, the way Wike was fighting for that ticket in PDP, it will have been another thing today if Wike had gotten that ticket from Atiku. But because the Northerners will always listen to themselves, they love themselves. If Tamboa has not given that
But you
mandate,
followed the primaries, right? You followed the primaries and you saw what happened. Do you want to say
yes, I saw
it was their lack of support for Wike? I don't
yes.
understand. No.
Even
You
Wike
can't say
himself
that.
said it. My dear brother, see, there's what they call intra-party politics.
Yeah,
Are you getting it?
better.
Are you getting it? There's what they call intra-party politics. That is what played out for Wike. He will have won that primaries, and that game plan will have changed. We all know that even in PDP, their constitution says rotational. Are you getting it? It is stated there, but they jettison it for one person. They jettison it for one person. And at
Okay,
the end of the day,
sorry, my batteries are about to die. I've been live for
wow.
3 straight
Wow.
hours. I need to remove one person and bring another person so we can end.
Okay. So can I?
Let me
I
remove
love.
me.
I can go.
Please, I want you to listen. Keep listening, right?
Okay.
As you add somebody, right? I am a northerner. Do you understand? I'm a true northman, but I'm not a Muslim. Yeah, I'm one of the I'm from Kaduna State, and we have a lot of ethnic groups. Of course, you understand. You know that. So, but what I want you to know is, I want to tell you something that happened in Kafanchan. Yeah, that was 2016. Then I was still on campus because I attended Kaduna State University. So we went to the farm, right, to harvest beans. Do you understand? And that was the early times when Buhari came into power. You get? So on our farm, we are harvesting beans, and then lo and behold, this Fulani man came with his cows, and then he was holding his radio and machete, and then the cows were going into the farm to destroy our beans, right? And then we tried talking to him, hey, sir, your cows are entering our farm, please move them out. And we keep gisting with the workers, we don't, and then lo and behold, he didn't pay attention to us. And then I stood up, I'm like, young man, did you hear what we said? Can't you see your cows destroying our beans? And then he did as if he didn't hear, he was just listening to his radio. So I picked a stick and started hitting the cows to leave the farm, And then he just removed his machete and said, if I touch his cow again on my farm, do you understand? And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, wait, this is my farm. What's wrong with you? Okay, to drive them out. But yet, after some confrontations, he said a word that I want to tell you that I'm part of those, right? I'm part of those who are seeing what is happening in Nigeria as we are never is a tip of the iceberg. This Fulani man told me to our face. And then, of course, that was the heat of that time where Southern Kaduna was suffering, any smart you hear attacks. Do you understand? And then he said, Zam gonko kune de kasanyazin. Do you know what that word? If you understand also, Zam gonko kune de kasanyazin. I'm not saying the man in power told them to say that, but because they want to take advantage of the fact that it is their own have an emotional entanglement. Do you understand? What he said in those words, we will see whether you people are the one who owns the country now. And that was how we left that Fulani man to enter our farm, because we know anything we do to him, those helpless villagers will be the one that will face the heat later in the day. Do you get? So I want to tell you that picking a Muslim ticket in Nigeria is a very wrong. Now, what is paining me is the fact that they are the one holding power. Yes, a lot of factors can come to play. They can come to play 2023. I understand the fact that him going up north gives him a better chance. But let's look at this. Why can't he even go to the south and say, okay, let me pick an Igbo man, for instance? Do you get? If we are fair, if fairness is to be played, justice. Do you understand? I made early points whereby I'm saying gender is also a factor. You get? Erufai
Okay,
played this politics in Kaduna State,
I think I have.
whereby he picked a Muslim, but you see the wisdom he used was that he picked a woman.
All right, guys. We have one more person, and I think I have about 2 minutes of battery power. So in 2 minutes, what is your take, sir?
Yes, afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever you are. Yeah, I want to say this real quick. I am from the north also, and I know the politics that is happening in the north. My brother here speaks so well of what happened, what is transpiring. Okay, Tinubu, I want to talk about age-wise. If you take a critical look, a good look at Goodluck Jonathan when he came into power, he was so young and fresh. But compare him towards the end of 2015, you will see how old he's looking. So presidency actually needs someone who is really healthy to be there, especially the case of Nigeria. Now, if some people are trying to compare US and Nigeria, Nigeria is a multi-ethnic group.
And
US, it will be very difficult also for US to manage the nature of Nigeria because of the multi-ethnic ethnic group in Nigeria. A lot of ethnic groups. Unlike US, mostly they speak English here. Maybe Spanish, well, they have one common, but Nigeria, you have a lot of us like that. And then secondly, Tinubu going for Muslim ticket, it is his own advantage. Reason being, he is saying, he is considering, people are saying competency. I am not seeing competency in that aspect. He is looking at him winning in the next coming election. He picked that because Muslims in Nigeria will support the vice president Muslim in the northern Nigeria, will support that. That is why he picked that, the Muslim from the northern Nigeria. But in terms of, are you saying there's no competent Christian order in the APC that are coming from the north?
Exactly.
We have a governor of Plateau State. We have a governor of which other states again? Benue is PDP. So we have a governor of Plateau State who is a Christian, right? And he's doing well. We have the former Speaker of House of Reps, who is also from, and then we have the former SGF of Nigeria. That's Babachir. Yeah, Babachir, who are in the APC. They are top men in the APC that he can pick. But he picked this person because of the vote he thinks he will get from the North. Is not the issue of competency. We know the issue of, we know what happened when he was the governor of Borno State. Unlike what the current governor is doing, if it were him, we know that this person is going for competency. No one will even look at religion aspect. They were like, Zulu is competent. We know what he is doing in Borno State. No Christian in the North will talk bad about Zulu in this aspect. But we know what do you call him? The former governor, he didn't do anything at all. The greatest thing, well, I give him a thumb up for bringing Zulu into power, right? He did a very good thing for people of Borno State. But aside that, we know his track records too. He did not really do well with that.
All right, guys, I cannot done this. I'm not going to say anything. I have. Do you guys agree?
Say that again.
Guy on the left, mute your mic. Mute your mic. The guys below, mute.
Okay. Me?
Nod your head and raise your hand. Has the discussion today been free and fair?
Yes, very well. Okay.
Has their opinion.
Yes.
Because if you
everyone else's opinion.
Listening to the discussion, the only thing that I did was create the platform. I was thinking, I was moving about. I allowed everybody to air their views and share their opinions.
Exactly.
Those who spoke in favor of Tinubu spoke well. Those who spoke against him also spoke well. Nigeria needs many forum or foray, whatever it is, plural of forum, to express themselves. And there's one thing I like about Peter Obi. He said anybody who follows him and agrees with him in 3 meetings is sacked. He wants people to say, excuse me, sir, I don't agree with you. And I like that about him. I'm not saying that's why you should vote for Peter Obi. I like that. And I also want to encourage that discussion. I'm also a big fan of Tinubu. I've seen his work. Do I agree that he has what looks or what appears to be health issues? I would say yes. But I would also say he would make a good president. My choice is Peter Obi first, Tinubu second. I'm not the kind of person that says Tinubu will not do well.
You.
It's not about me. My preferred candidate remains Prita Gregory Obedient.
Thank you. Thank you.
Withstanding, Tinubu is a good candidate. I would rather Tinubu than Atiku. I'm sorry. I've said it many times before.
Yeah. I also agree with that. Exactly. Yeah.
Obi cannot get there for one reason or the other. Instead of Atiku, please come and carry Tinubu. That's me. But I try not to voice my opinions because people will say, he's pro Tinubu, he's Peter. So these forums have to be as transparent as possible. You guys, what do you want? By the grace of God, I have a platform where 900 people are watching live on Instagram, 1,400 at a time on Facebook, almost 300 on YouTube, and about 150 before that phone died. So express yourselves, air your views, agree and disagree. Normally, I reserve this for class of the supporters, and that is every Day night. This whole week, yesterday we picked Team Atiku, or we started Team Atiku. Today, Team Peter Obi is the leaders of Team Peter Obi are going to come and address everyone. This is happening live at 11:30 on my platform. Facebook people, buy stars. So guys, let's create an opportunity for expressing ourselves, dialogue, discussions, and what have you. Thank you all for joining. Take care. I've run out of battery. Unless what you want to say is 30 seconds.
Just quickly, like I said, I am not. I am a Lagosian, and I will say that Lagos, the better part of Lagos, came to be because of Tinubu. I am not going to take that away from Tinubu. However, I am tired of having presidents who are sick. I want to also stand with my head high up, with my president standing firm, healthy, and talk without having to beat about and speak intelligently. That's also for those who are here and listening to us, I think it's high time we take a stand, and then we vote a president that is healthy. Let's look at their health first. So
as simple as that,
I am obedient.
Do you understand?
I will not go for. I'm not voting Tinubu only, and I'm not thinking about Tinubu only because I think he's not healthy. Maybe if his health wearing it, I probably would have considered him. And it is either. So if I'm not thinking of a Tinubu, I'm not even thinking of an Atiku. Both of them should go and rest. Let them go and groom young ones. Let them go and be godfathers. Groom young ones to come and
let them go and groom their grandchildren.
All right.
Let them go and raise their grandchildren.
Okay, fine. When Buhari was coming in, Buhari was very healthy, right? But right now, see, he is the one going up and down for his health now.
Buhari was not very
No. What I'm saying,
he looked healthy.
Sorry,
right, he was not healthy.
Sorry,
so I'm going to end it. Everybody bye.
I am saying we need
See you by
someone who is youth agile.
You guys
Bye-bye.
to Deji, African God Savage, and Okon Lagos. Send messages to them. Those are team leaders for the debate for Peter Obi. They are coming live tonight at 11:30. Okay?
11:30.
Be there. Support your team. All right?
Okay.
Take care. God
Thank
bless.
you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
bro.
you.
Bye.
Captain, big shout out. That's my brother. He flew me.
Nice, sir.
But I'll not say more. Take care. Goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.